the quiet after the storm of hospitality night of the Southeastern Baseball Classic, 26th playing of the Southeastern Baseball Classic, alongside our tournament director, Bruce Douglas, the voice, the longtime voice of the Southeastern Baseball Classic, John Lloyd Wall II, and coach of Paul VI Catholic School, Coach Billy Emerson, reigning champion of the Southeastern Baseball Classic back in 2024, and also came here to play the Red Foxes in 2025. Coach, we start with you. You had 3 players take home plaques on hospitality night tonight. Can you just describe how fun it was for you to watch them, first of all, and number 2, just how excited are you to be back here at the Southeastern Baseball
Classic? It was
Classic?
really fun to watch that. I was super excited. I'm running out here trying to take pictures and getting in your way and messing up the whole show, but really fun to watch those guys do that. And the cool thing about it was we let the kids pick who's going to do what, just on the bus ride here. Just said, here it is, showed them the sheet. You guys decide. I didn't even know who was doing what when we walked out on the field. So it's pretty fun. They got a pretty good feel for who can do what, apparently. But biggest thing is we got to win a baseball game tomorrow. So starting with that first one, and, I know Central out of Pageland, South Carolina, is going to be a tough team, and we got to come ready to play. So we're trying to get a good night's sleep tonight and get up and get a good breakfast in us and get ready to roll at 1 o'clock.
Now, last week you guys played in Las Vegas, and this week you're here at the Southeastern Baseball Classic. Just in these 2 weeks, what is it that you want to learn about your team as you, and obviously you're using this to march towards the postseason and different goals that you want to achieve, but what do you want to learn? First of all, what did you learn about your team last week, and coming into this week, what is it that you want to learn about your team?
Well, we want to get better. That's the point of these trips, and we want to be in high leverage competitive environments. So, I know we always are going to get that here at the Jimmy in this tournament, and we got that out in Las Vegas as well, playing against a couple of nationally ranked teams. So I think what we learned last week is that everything doesn't have to be perfect. Baseball is an imperfect game. There are going to be mistakes. You're going to strike out. You're going to have a bad inning on the mound. You're going to make errors. You're going to throw a ball away here and there. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're striving for perfection. Excuse me, I'm having trouble talking. We are striving for perfection, but it doesn't. The game is an imperfect game. It doesn't have to be perfect every time, and you can find a way to pull it out. So I think we had 3 come from behind 1-run victories out there to reach the championship, where before we got boat raced in that championship game. But we learned that we have some fight and we can come back, and so that's a fun thing to see. And I'm hoping we can continue to grow this week with great competition that we're going to see here.
Well, my hope for you this week is the same as it was 2 years ago, that you find yourself on one night during this week to go have some nice ribeyes somewhere. And that was a nice moment between all of us a couple of years ago. So
fun.
I hope you find that again this week.
Definitely.
All right, let me jump in and ask this question, because it just popped in my head when you were talking earlier. So this group was very excited to be here tonight, very vocal, cheering each other on. Talk about the team chemistry with this group, maybe not comparing them to other teams because all of them are different, but where does this team kind of stack with that team chemistry and having each other's back?
Got a lot of guys that have been together for a while. 14 seniors on this team, so that that matters. Guys that have been here before, whether it was in the SBC or whether it was just coming down here and playing single games. So and guys that have traveled before. So that that team chemistry, it's something that you could try to foster, but it's also something that has to happen organically. And I just think that the battles that these guys have been through, losing in the state final last year, things like that, has created a special bond.
Billy, I know you're a baseball historian. I know you keep a lot of stats. I've even come to you and asked some questions about things about past SBCs before. It was brought to my attention earlier today that you were pretty close to a career milestone. Is there a chance you could hit a milestone while you're here at the SBC?
That's seems to be how the math Adds up. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I believe it would take 3 to get to that number, 400. But, you know, I think any coach will tell you. I think Jimmy White will tell you this. I think anybody is just really means I got a whole lot of losses to go along with that too. So it just means we've been around for a while. But, you know, I guess if you're around for a while, people can tolerate you and like you. So that's a win in and of itself. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Been doing it a long time and had the opportunity to be on the field with a lot of great players. You know, great players make great coaches. I'll tell you that. And it's just been a blessing in my life to be able to use the game to try to grow boys into men in a lot of different ways, and you know, doing that, you know, not only athletically but academically, and also in their faith, in their lives too. So those are all important things to me, and it's what keeps me coming back and coming out on the field every year.
Coach, we love having you here, and we love that you chose to spend some time with us. So thank you very much for spending time with us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you.
Coach Billy Emerson will begin his quest tomorrow for 400 career wins. His team starts at 1 o'clock, trying to capture their 5th Southeastern Baseball Classic. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow for probably this same exact spot, probably this time. It'll be a little bit later tomorrow night, but
Definitely later.
Definitely later tomorrow night.
Well, the Jimmy's always a good spot.
That's right.
Jimmy's always a great time to be. For Coach Emerson, John Wall, our tournament director, I'm Bennett Gainey. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow right here at the Jimmy.